So I'm going to Cabela's in Hamburg before I get back on trail in order to get a new fanny pack, because this fanny pack is, thank you, is getting wet through and sweating through and getting my phones wet. So just making another adjustment. My hand, I have it wrapped up and cut the fingers off a sock to wear, as try to keep it clean, but I know it's gonna, once I get out there and start sweating, it's gonna be soaked. So, but I'm gonna do the best I can to keep it clean out there on trail and make adjustments as I go. It's already like 9:30 and it's extremely hot out today. It's Monday, July 15th. So let me find my new fanny pack. We don't even have to hike. We could just stay here and see all the animal life. It's pretty amazing, actually, display. Yeah, cats here. We got polar bears over there. What? No, you can talk. This isn't. Oh, my goodness. Impressive. I hope I see a moose when I get up north. That would be really cool. All right. So welcome. So yesterday I got some stitches in my hand. I got 14 stitches in my hand, and I appreciate all the support that I've gotten. And show you the hand real quick. It's kind of in a really bad spot, and it's pretty swollen right now still, and can't really grab a trekking pole or here in Pennsylvania with the rocks, and it's pretty imperative for a clumsy guy like me to kind of use some trekking poles, and so it's caused a little bit of an issue. So, but there are no real issues in life, and everything kind of works out the way it's supposed to, and it always it's just a beautiful ride, man. So so if you watched my video yesterday, I kind of wing it blazed and made my way into town and got some stitches, and today I also got excuse me, I also had some difficulties the last 10 days or so with some antibiotics from the tick encounter and the potential for Lyme. So guess what they gave me yesterday? More antibiotics. So So I have to try to keep it clean. So I bought a little fingerless glove, and I'm going to gauze it up tomorrow when I hike, and have it wrapped pretty good, and cover it with the glove, and trying to keep it clean so that I don't have to take the antibiotics. The doctor was pretty specific that she didn't care. She didn't think I needed them unless I couldn't keep the wound clean. So, and I told her the effects that antibiotics have had on me. So I essentially zeroed today. Man, and everything just works out beautifully. So I'm going to tell you, like, I'm up here at Wind Gap right now, and in Pennsylvania, and I jumped ahead a little bit, and I did it for a reason, man. And it's kind of magical how it all worked out. And so in the very beginning, I hiked with like Pathfinder and McTwisty Flop, like great friends. I hiked with them right after the Smokies for probably, I don't know, 500, 600, 700 miles, and all the way up to Shenandoah. And they took some bicycles, and they got a good 100 and something miles ahead of me. But right from the beginning, we connected over. They danced with me, and when I wandered off trail at Big Butt Mountain, they danced with me, and they were so fun to hang around with. And right out the bat, we danced to the song from the Dirty Heads. And if you haven't seen that video, it's on there. It's Vacation, right? And we talked about it. That was the last concert I went to, and they told me they were on tour, this summer, and maybe we can all go and catch a concert together. And they reached out to me today, and they're somewhere north of me in New Jersey. But so today is Monday, July 15th. Wow, man, I've been out here 4 months today, man. 4 months today. So today, Monday, July 15th, and the concert is Thursday, July 18th in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And they were going to rent a car on Wednesday, the 17th, come down and pick me up. And me and Thrive's going to go with me, and we're going to go travel up to Bridgeport, Connecticut, stay the night in Bridgeport or close there too on Wednesday, the 17th, and on the 18th is the concert. Stay there the night there too, and then they'll drive me back on Friday, the 19th, I think it is. So, and it all worked out magically, man. This is what I say, control is an illusion, and like, I'm just winging it, man. And so I wanted to come up here for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want to give my hands some time to rest, that I can't grab a trekking pole and really kind of maneuver through these rocks. I think I can manage a day or so up here. So we jumped up to Wind Gap, and I'm going to hike into Delaware Water Gap tomorrow. It's supposed to be one of the hottest days out here. I think it's 96 degrees, so we're going to get up really early and hike as close as we can get. Maybe we'll only do 10 miles or something tomorrow, but I'm going to hike as close as we can get to Delaware Water Gap, and then finish up there probably on Wednesday, sometime early Wednesday, and Pathfinder McTwisty Flop are going to come pick me up, and then we're going to go off trail for a couple days and go catch a show and be with my friends again that I miss dearly, man. And then when it's over, they're going to drive me back to wherever we left off at, probably Delaware Water Gap or close there too, and they won't be that far ahead because they're still in New Jersey as well. So I think they're like 60 miles ahead of me right now, but I think it's only 30 road miles. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, this trail is much about the experiences of being with people and doing things spontaneously. And we said early on that we would love to catch a show together, and the opportunity presented itself, and it was a no-brainer for me because it means absolutely zero to me to walk every mile on this, man, or to finish it in total. And I'm not against hiking, but but to make it easier on them, and to take the rest that I need with my hand to heal a little bit so that I can utilize it. Packing my pack, hanging my hammock, using my trekking pole. It gives me a few days to do that, and also enjoy the company of good friends and the experience of winging it on trail, and just running off and doing something that not everybody is doing out here, and that is just enjoying the trail in its entirety. The opportunity to take a couple day break, heal up, give my body some rest. And I just think it is serendipitous how it all worked out. Maybe I was intended to fall. Maybe I was intended to go get stitches. Maybe I needed to reflect on how my hike has changed, in terms of, I've never been trying to crunch miles, and my body feels phenomenal, but I always ask myself the questions like, what is the purpose of me pushing myself when I don't feel good? And when I say pushing myself, I'm not pushing myself in miles to get miles, but I'm hiking every day and in discomfort and being uncomfortable, and I don't feel like I've ever put myself at risk, and I felt good enough to hike. Well, let me rephrase that. I didn't feel like hiking because I was nauseous, but I didn't feel bad enough to just sit around. And that's just the way I see things. And I'm always asking myself the questions, and always trying to ask myself, is this ego? Am I trying to, prove a point? And if I'm ever trying to prove a point, then I'm doing it for the wrong reasons, because I've already proven everything in my life that I need to prove to myself and to everybody else. So as of right now, that's the wing it plan. Is to rejoin my friends for a couple of days and go see the last concert that I've ever been to, and the Dirty Heads and Slightly Stupid, and really fun bands, and just enjoy the festivities off trail and see what that has to offer. And a 3-state road trip from Jersey through New York up to Connecticut and then back down, and I feel so honored to be out here, man. I'm so blessed, and the coincidences of life are just so magical, man. And I'm humbled at just how it all works out. So even today, like, we come up here to Wind Gap, and we were gonna hike today, and we got up here around noon or so, and we were gonna hike a little bit, to break it up, but it was so hot, and it was like, well, let's go into, I think it's called Dietz or restaurant, and they allow you to camp in the back. And so we called another shuttle driver, and I think their names are Moon and Tie-Dye, and they showed up, and we were talking about, like, yeah, we're gonna go see the Dirty Heads with my friends Pathfinder, McTwisty Flop, and they're like, oh man, we just met them last week, and they had a picture with them, and we shared that, and I'll share that here today, and it's just our shuttle drivers had like met the same people that came up here to go see the concert with, and it also worked out that I don't know how much my hand could have handled the hike in these rocks without trekking poles, or without one trekking pole over the next several days, and I didn't want to sit around a hotel room and let my hand heal, and because I feel great, and yeah, I don't know if I would have done this if I didn't hurt my hand. I don't know if my ego, I would have been far enough back that it would have been a lot more difficult for my friends to rent a car and come back and get me. It's like the universe stopped me long enough to smell the roses with my friends and to make this whole experience happen. So I'm gonna hike tomorrow, probably hike a little bit Wednesday, in no hurry. We got about 15 or 16 miles to make it to Delaware Water Gap and into New Jersey, and tomorrow's the hottest day of the year, and I still have an injured hand, and that I don't want to get dirty or sweaty or to get it infected. And if I can keep it clean long enough for one day tomorrow, then I'm sure I can keep it clean the next couple days, being in a hotel room and watching a concert. And hopefully it'll start to heal and I won't have to take the antibiotics that just really devastate me. The doctor told me I didn't have to take the antibiotics, but she wanted to give them to me because I'm in such an environment where it's impossible to keep it clean, and if it gets dirty, it can get infected. So she felt safer giving them to me, but it wasn't a requirement unless I couldn't keep it clean. So I'm going to make every intention to keep my hand clean and have the antibiotics. If I'm unable to do that tomorrow, then I'll start taking them tomorrow. But either way, I have a few days off the trail and to go enjoy what the trail has provided to me. And what the trail has provided to me is relationships with wonderful human beings that I thoroughly love and enjoy. And this is as much the Appalachian Trail as stomping through the woods or climbing over the rocks, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's a no-brainer for me. So appreciate y'all for being here, and stay tuned. It's gonna be a fun couple of days, man. Hope you guys attend the concert with me. Good night.